This video is about the Waltz of the Toads, piece C2 in the 2023 to 24 initial grade exam pieces. I'm just going to play it first. The metronome marking is about 144, which is quite fast. You probably don't need to play it quite that fast, but anyway, I'll play it approximately that speed, then I'll talk about it a bit. So. Notice that, as I say, it's quite fast, but just near the end we get the word rit, short for ritenuto, which means slow down. And then we also have a pause sign, the dot with the curved line over it, over the last chord, which means you hold that for longer than you would otherwise. Marked as 3 beats, but you just hold it for as long as you like, really. Okay, so let's break that down a bit. Let's look at the left hand first as that starts. So we start in this position with our pinky on G, not the G closest to middle C. There's middle C, so it's not the G closest to middle C, it's the next one down, the G, which is the bottom line of the bass clef. Now, we stay in that position quite a long time. So now other fingerings are possible, but anyway, the fingering that most people would do here would be this. So 5, 3, 1, 2, off on the third beat. So try and remember to, for instance, in bar 2, hold it for 2 beats, come off on the third. Anyway, I'll start again. 1, 2, 3. 2, off, repeat that. Off, 2, off. So that takes us up to the end of the second line. Then the next couple of bars, we stay in the same position, but it's sort of reversed. It's 1, 3, 5, 2. Okay, and then we have to move up. So here, bar 11, you move up. So your thumb, which was on D, moves up to G. So it's worth practicing that move. And the fingering of bars 11, 12 is the same as 9 and 10, but you're in a different place. So it'll still be 1, 3, 5, 2. Notice in bar 10, you have a beat's rest, as in I think nearly every bar, or a lot of the bars, you have a rest on the third beat. Use that rest to move your hand. Move during the rest, like this. Watch my hand again. 2, move. It's not very long, but it's enough time to move if you know where you're going. And remember, in order to move in a nice, good, efficient way, don't watch your hand and sort of think, where do I move? Think, I've got to move to G. So you can have a quick glance down, but your eyes should be on that, and you move your hand to it. So even while I'm playing this, I'm looking at that note. And then I can easily move my hand to it, rather than be watching my hand and then sort of think, oh, now where do I go? Okay, that's true of any change of position. If you're using your eyes, a lot of the time we don't need to, but if you're using your eyes should be ahead of your hand, and then you just move your hand to where your eyes are looking. Okay, so that's the third line. Then bar 13, we stay in position. Then we have to play that G. So let's look at that last line. You're playing G with your thumb in bar 13. Then the next note is the G an octave down. Now, if you can't stretch an octave, that doesn't matter. Again, you have a beat's rest. which to move your hand, but you play that with your pinky. So even if you have to move your hand, open out your hand as well. It's not very far. 1, 2, 3, 1. And as you hit that, you close in your hand a little bit, because the next note you're going to have to play is that one, C. So you actually squash your fingers a little bit together to play that, and then again it's an octave down for your last note. So that last line of the left hand again, G, okay, 1, 2, 3, G, off, G, off, C, off, C. So just going through all of the left hand again, I'll do it much faster now. And all the crotchets, the one beat notes, are staccato, bop, bop, bop. The minims aren't, we hold them exactly 2 beats, come off on the 3rd beat, except at the end where we hold it for 3 beats and more. Good, let's look at the right hand. So the right hand has these rather comical crunchy chords. So first 2 notes are D sharp and E. The suggested fingering is 2 and 3. If you prefer, we get that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. We get it twice. And you get C sharp and D, and then you get that. Now here 2 and 3, to be honest, not used in bar 5. Then your thumb can be ready to play E in the next bar, like this. So that one, bar 6. So you have to open out your hand a bit. Together here. So you need to practice and that one. All of the second line, it's basically, and that's the bit to watch out for, because there is the first beat, so you have to be ready. You have to go straight. So it's important to you play it. There, it's got to be the way my fingers spring, a little bit squashed together, but beat. If you know exactly where it's going, so play that chord and try going between. Your fingers get used to how it gets than to use your know it. Okay. Line, we have probably use 1 and 2 for this. Then a couple of bars later, anything I would probably use. So I've used 1 and 2 for that. A little move up, 2 and 3. So you need to know where you're going. You move up another step, sharp and G. Again, do it with, and then bar 14, you go exactly an octave. But again, is that. And again, this final, I was talking about bars 5 and 1. Is sort of what happens here. Steep in a different part of 2 and 3. Thumb ready to play the E, and you're. It's worth it. So I'm going to play through the. I'll do it fairly fast. So. Faster, a bit more up to speed. Okay, I hope that